Well, Grant, the big games come thick and fast. The league lead is next up.
Yeah, a massive game. They're the best team in the league at the minute. They're the top of the league. It's a great game for us to see how far we've come really over the past 7, 8, 9 games. We're in good form, but we know it's going to be a really, really tough game. I've got huge respect for the manager, Graham Alexander. I think what he's done this year, and not only this year, to just miss out on the playoffs last year, the run they went on from Christmas onwards, I think. He's really got them playing down there, but we're under no illusions. Massive game, tough game, but we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, they won the last 6 last season, didn't they? I think they've won 18 in 24 in the league, stretching back to last term. What's clicked for them? Why is it going so well for them this season, do you think, Grant?
They've obviously got the belief in the camp that they can beat anyone. They've got a really good mix of experienced youth and a good manager, so it's all coming to the fore, I think, for them. But it's a great game for us. We're looking forward to it. Anyone who we play at the minute, we think we know we can give them a game, and Scunthorpe won't be no different. One thing I know that is that they'll know they've been in a game after the game tomorrow night. So we want to keep building what we're doing, keep progressing, and keep moving forward.
Morris is the headline maker, isn't he, for them at the minute? 15 goals so far this season, but I guess they've got many more threats than just him.
Yeah, he's a good player. He didn't play much last year at Bradford, which is surprising, really. And he's come on the scene this year, and he's just, he's on fire, really. Good player, good left foot, very, very dangerous from set plays and stuff like that. So we have to be on our guard. But we've got dangerous players. We've got players in good form, and hopefully our players can outshine them on the day.
And you know Scunthorpe as a club very well, don't you? Enjoyed some fantastic days there as a player.
Yeah, had a good time there, to be fair. I was, under Nigel Adkins, who was a great manager for me. I learned so much off him in terms of when I was playing, and some of the stuff that I'm doing in my management days now is a reflection on him. So it was a great time we had there. We got promoted. We had a really, really good team, to be fair. We had 2 centre forwards who could score goals, and Hayes and Hooper, and wingers who could create, and Woolford and Matty Sparrow and people like that. So we were a strong team then, and I think Graham Alexander looks like he's building something like that as well now. So, but we're looking forward to obviously the game. Looking back on my career and stuff, I don't really like to do, but I had a good time there.
I've got to ask you about going up. Obviously, you won promotion, didn't you, in a Wembley playoff? You've got a knack of going up in the playoffs, but very satisfying to go up that way with Scunthorpe.
Yeah, to be fair, we were at Wembley twice that year. We got beat in the Johnson's Paint final against Luton, and then we knew what to expect. The next time we went there, I think maybe it took us a little bit in awe of the stadium and the surroundings. But to get there again in the playoffs, it was a last minute. I think it was a last minute. Cliff Burns scored a last minute goal to get us into the playoffs. I think we beat MK Dons in the semi final and then beat Millwall in the final. So yeah, it was a good time. Good time.
You're a modest man as well, because you scored in the JPT final, didn't you, at Wembley?
Yeah, no, it was a last minute to equalise as well. So just disappointing that I think it was Claude Ganapka got the winner for them, who used to play here for Luton. But yeah, it was disappointing that day. But we went on and got the promotion, which was the main thing, really.
And you stayed up, didn't you, in the championship the following season, which was a big achievement. You can draw parallels, I guess, with what Posh did when they went up to the championship as well. Yeah,
it was similar. I remember coming to the end of that year thinking, do I want to stay at Scunthorpe? Do I need to move on? To be fair, I was getting a bit of stick from the fans there, I think, at the time. Don't know why, because I was scoring a few goals for them. But when Peterborough came calling, I knew what players they had in the building. Michael Smith, Boyd, McLean. I knew that there was a project there. I think if I come in and help them progress in their career as well, and I think I played a big part in that. And ultimately we got promotion, and I don't know what happened. I think we might have got relegated that year, Scunthorpe. I think a lot of players left, the manager left, but probably a right call for me.
And projects, you're building one here, and it seems to be going very well at the moment, Grant. You're winning matches. Everyone seems confident. There are players starting to realise their potential.
Yeah, I think it's the squad is the key thing here. I think everyone's together. That's the main thing. People know the team are playing well. They can't just can't come and knock on my door and say, "Why am I not playing?" They know that they're going to have a fight to get in the team. But the players in the team know that they've got players waiting on the wings who are training really well. We came in yesterday on Sunday, and the training session for the players who didn't play on Saturday was top class. Everyone put a real good shift in. So that was really pleasing for me. Obviously after a good win against your local rivals, to see the reaction. Sometimes it can be, oh, what am I in the Sunday for? But the lads were top class, and that's what we need, because we're going to need everybody at some stage, because the games they're going to come thick and fast, especially over Christmas.
Is selection Saturday to Tuesday easier when you've won as you have the weekend, or does it make it more difficult? Because is there a temptation to think, I'd like to maybe make a couple of changes because of tired legs, but obviously those players feel they deserve to keep the shirt because of the way they're played? Is that a difficult balancing act as a manager?
Yeah, but I know how fit they are. That's the key. I think the fitness of the players is different class. I told you on Saturday, that it's a testament to the fitness department we've got, and Ben and his staff. So I know how fit the boys are. They've produced this year in the Tuesday nights. They like the Tuesday night games under the lights, and there was a bit of phobia knocking around for a couple of years about the Tuesday nights here. But our boys, the boys in the change room love the Tuesday night games under the lights. The ABAX, it's always a good atmosphere, and I'm hoping it's going to be the same again.
There's real belief, obviously, in the squad that something encouraging is happening at the moment. Do you feel the fans are starting to get that as well? Obviously, they travelled in their numbers at Northampton, but the crowds at home started to improve as well. There's been a good atmosphere around the place. Do you feel that people in the city are starting to buy into it as well? I
think the only way to get our fans back is to keep winning. I think that's the only way it's going to happen. We need to just keep producing results in the pitch. And hoping, the fans will start coming back. The more we climb the league, the more wins we get. They'll see that we are building something here. It was never going to click straight away. We had a half decent first month, bad second month, and now each month we're progressing. So it's like I said, it was never going to click right away, and possibly for the fans to come back and to see that, and to buy into what we're doing is the key. But it was pleasing to see so many of them at Northampton. It helped the boys. It was almost like a home game, really. It helped us win the game, I think, definitely. And if we can get a lot more coming to London, the ABAX, I should say, it would be a lot better for us, I think.
I know Tafazoli had a sore head after the weekend, but other than him, did everyone else come through unscathed?
Yeah, one or two little knocks and niggles as you'd expect after a game, but everybody's fine and available for Tuesday. A couple of bumps and bruises. Taff's got a little cut in his head, so I'm expecting everybody to be fine. Everybody trained today, so there's no dramas in terms of the injuries, which is great.
And the season is flying by. We'll be in January before we know it, and obviously the window opens. I've seen Ricky Miller, after his goals this season, has been linked with a move to Posh. Is there anything in that? What can you tell us about it?
Well, to be fair, we monitor a lot of players. I send scouts to games every week. I say scouts, I say part of my coaching staff. We're games, probably 3-4 games a week, all of us watching games, players. We've got a list, probably the length of my arm, of players who we've watched. So, yeah, Ricky was in that list. We've watched him a couple of times. We know about him. We know he's a local lad, and he's definitely someone we've kept an eye on.
But for the moment, your strikers are doing a good job for you, aren't they? You've got Shaq and Nichols, and of course Angle and Taylor off the bench of the weekend. Those options are plenty at the moment.
Yeah, Shaq and Tom are doing great, and then you look on your bench and you've got Lee and Tails on there as well, which is gives you a little fresh injection when we need it. I showed the boys this morning, Shaq, Tom, and Lee, the goals that Britt and Dwight Gale scored when they were here, and all their goals they hit them early. They shoot early. They think goal. They don't think about passing or chopping back or anything like that. They just shoot. And I showed the boys this morning just to say, this is what can happen if you start shooting early. So they're doing great. Honestly, the work rate they put in for the team is it gives us the chance to get up the pitch. It gives the centre halves a chance to get up, the midfielders to press, and the out of possession stuff they're doing for us at the minute. Shaq and Tom is, it's second to none. They work so hard for us, and they definitely give us a platform to build off.